M Squared, and we're jumping right into the series, and it's going to be a romanticizing school series. Although we don't start school until like next week, we know that a lot of other people are starting school and they need organization tips. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to be working on my computer, and we'll share the computer somewhere on the screen. And I'm just going to show you how I organize my school assignments, quizzes, tests, anything like that. Okay, so I'm currently sharing my screen for the Create New Calendar tab, and also I already have my Student Center pulled up. That way I can switch between each tab and see the class names, the times, where they're located, and all of that. So in the name box, I'm going to put the first class that I have on here, and it's Accounting 111. And I should also put the section number. I'm going to leave the description blank for right now. But for the time, I have 11 a.m. to 12:50 p.m. So I'm just going to hit create calendar because there isn't much else for me to do on this screen. But right now, we're just going to go through, create the calendar, and put the name in the box. So it looks like it still has me on this screen, so I can easily just go ahead and make my next calendar. So my next class is Econ 202. By the way, this shows up as white text on my screen for the computer for whatever odd reason. But just at the end when you're done, just make sure that you hit it like 3 times so you can highlight the whole thing, so you can make sure that you're putting the correct class name and stuff like that. Next class is Health 154. And then the last class is Math 213. IN1. Okay. So I've created all of my calendars. So I'm gonna back out of the settings where you can create new calendars. And I'm going to, as you can see on the left side, it has check marks within the boxes of the new classes that I've put in. But I don't like these colors, so I'm going to change them. Okay, so now that I've changed all the colors, which by the way, what you can do is if you have a certain aesthetic that you like to go along with, like with pastels or dark colors or muted colors, you could easily look up color hex numbers and you could put them in there. So as you can see from my computer screen, I'm out of the calendar creation settings and I'm back on the Google homepage. So I've already done all of my other classes and you can probably see them on the screen, but I'm going to show you how I do the class. So I'm going to click on the first day of the class, which is the 18th for me. And then I'm going to select which calendar this should actually be for, which is Math 213. And I'm going to type Math 213 as the title because, you know, I want to get the notification on my phone when the class is starting, when it's going to end, all of that. And then I'm going to hit more options. And I'm going to click all day because I don't want it to be all day. So that unchecks that box. And I'm going to select what time I want it to notify me of this class. I'm going to hit 1 o'clock because this is an online class. So I just get to basically choose when I want to work on that. And since I'll probably still be at school, I should just do it at 1 o'clock after my, I think it's my econ class. But for the reoccurrence of this event, so this class, I'm going to put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So basically just the entire week. And I'm going to hit when the class ends, which is in December. And then I'm going to scroll down to where it says add notification. I want it to notify me 10 minutes before, an hour before, and 1 day before. So that's basically all I've done. Obviously for my in-person class, I've added the notification, but since this is an online class, there's no reason for me to do that. I also kind of changed the colors because I didn't like them. So I'm going to save that. And for an example, this is what I'm going to be doing for when I want to insert my assignments, my quizzes, my tests, any project due dates, all of that. So I'm going to hit whatever day it is. I'm going to type in the title of the assignment. So maybe I need to read chapter 1 through 2. I'm going to type that into the title and then hit more options. Obviously, I don't want that to be an all-day notification because that's only going to notify me one time during the day. I'm going to choose whatever time I want it to notify me, which will probably be when the time I have set for that specific calendar. So for this calendar, I think I have it already set for 9 a.m. to 10:45. Or is it 9:45? I don't really remember which one, but I'm going to put 9:45. For the notification, I want it to notify me 4 days before, 3 days before, 2 days before, and 1 day before, because that's going to let me know to be thinking about that assignment, to be doing that assignment all up until the due date. So 4 days before. And I think on Google Calendars, it only allows you to do 5 notifications. So that's what I'm just going to do right below it. If it's like a big project, then I will probably do the entire 5 days before, 4 days before, 3 days before, and so on. So this is basically how it would look. We don't need it to repeat because you're not going to have the same assignment over and over again unless your professor sets it up as this is the exact same thing that we do every week, just in a different section of the book. Then you could put repeat and then go in and edit it accordingly, because you obviously don't want to read chapters 1 through 2. You want to go in, change it, and put 2 through 3, 4 through 5, all of that good stuff. But I'm not going to leave this on here because, like I said before, I have not started my classes, so I don't have my syllabi yet. This is all I got. So that's it it for this video. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. We would love to chat with y'all. Also, if there's something you think that can't be romanticized school-wise, let us know in the comments and we would love to try and romanticize it for y'all. Bye.